Welcome in to another edition of Training Ground Dispatch here on the SDH Network, presented by Kaiser Permanente. I'm Madison Cruz. He is Jason Longshore. We are here at the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta Training Ground, getting you ready for Atlanta United going on the road to face Pumas in Phase 1 of Leagues Cup in their second match of the tournament. So it's one of those things. You're going into this matchup against Pumas, a very strong side in Liga MX, but you're trying to build off of what you did well against Necaxa on Wednesday as well.
Yeah, it's a situation where the team is playing better and better and the results aren't following that. And that's extremely frustrating. And it's very hard for a coaching staff. It's very hard for a leadership group to keep the momentum going in the improvement. What you can control is the way that you play. And this team has done that, and they've gotten better. You go back to the Charlotte game, you go to the Seattle game, you go to the Necaxa game. I feel like it was better. The Necaxa game was the best game and the worst result of the three. That drives you crazy, and you have to keep the momentum going in, okay, everybody has to buy into, we're playing well, we're doing the right things in general. The game model, the philosophy, the principles of play, all that's really good. It's individual moments that are breaking your result right now. Can you correct those without losing the quality of play? And that's the challenge going into kind of a weird situation, because it's away from home, but it's not really a game on the road. Yeah. There's no telling what the crowd's going to be like, because Orlando City plays the first game. Yep. So I would imagine a lot of fans leave, but there could be a lot of Pumas fans there, because Pumas is a well-represented club in the United States. So I don't know what the atmosphere is going to be like. You're kicking off just after 9 o'clock, so that's going to factor into it being weird. There's a lot of weird elements to this that you have to battle and deal with while trying to maintain that quality of play.
Well, we had the opportunity to catch up with head coach Ronny Deila and defender Ronald Hernández after training today to get a little bit more insight on what we can expect heading into tomorrow's match, and here's what they had to say.
You and Miguel have had that chemistry from the jump. You two are good friends. That helps. You and Alexi, what makes Alexi such a dangerous player now that you've had a chance to play with him more?
With Alexi, he's a different personality. He has a different personality. So for me, I'm trying to find out, to get to him a little bit more, what he likes, what he doesn't like, and then just about make my teammates around me comfortable and how the best way they can express themselves. And just about that, Alexis is very good on the pockets, away from people. So we are trying to help him. We are trying to get the ball and him in those positions, so the team can fluid more, and then we can have very creative chances.
When you have a team that has all these little connections, like duos and trios that work well, how important is it for somebody like you to be a connector to those different groupings on the field?
Yeah, 100%. It's very important. Everyone is very important. Everyone has their own task, and then just recognizing, acknowledge the game, understand where the game. Maybe I'm the attacking one, and Alexi could be the fullback. And just about that, cover for your teammate, and then I think we are on the right path. It's about keep playing, and trying to win.
Going up against Pumas tomorrow as well, a really strong side in Liga MX. What do you guys need to do to get 3 points headed out of that matchup tomorrow?
That's a good question. It's going to be a really good test for us. We are full confidence on us, in the process we are getting, and the last 3 matches, and we believe that tomorrow is going to be a huge opportunity for us to turn this around.
What does Pumas do well? How do you guys get 3 points out of tomorrow's match?
They are a good football team, and they're good organized. They are very similar to ourselves, and maybe not so strange when we have worked together for so many years. They are a little bit different in the attack. They have their wingers more inside than we have. We have them more outside now. But that's of course with the player types. But they are very, very close to the things we are trying to do. So we need to beat ourselves and be good at the things that we don't like to play against and opposite.
Goals in back-to-back games for Alexei Miranchuk. What has really helped him get going in your mind?
I think we have been talking a lot about finding the right positions and get the relations with Miggy and also Ronny Brooksy when they are playing there as well. And I think that's getting better and better. So I think the distances, the understanding of each other, to know the strength of each other is important. And then I also get him higher up in the pitch. And then it comes to opportunities, and that's very, very good. He has assists now and he has goal chances, scoring goals. So we just have to build this momentum now we are into with him and try to get the whole team in that way.
Ronald Hernández, Miguel Almirón, as well as Alexei Maranchuk. That has been a trio that we've seen really develop on the pitch in the last couple of matches. More specifically, I think, between Ronald as well as with Alexei. Yeah. They have been combining a lot and creating some really dynamic moments on that right side for Atlanta United.
Yeah, it's cool to see a duo become a trio. And that's what we've seen with that, because Ronald and Miguel, we've talked about it for a long time now. Yes. They're good friends, and you see that connection on the field when you're playing alongside somebody that you know pretty well. You can start to read them a little bit quicker. You make the run maybe a half second faster. You know where they're going to go a half second faster. So everything moves faster. Yeah. With Alexei kind of joining that group, I think Ronald's actually been really instrumental in getting Alexei going here, where he's got goals in back-to-back games. He's been brilliant in the last two. And that combination with Ronald kind of anchoring things in a lot of ways, yeah. Miguel staying wider to begin sequences and then finding his way inside, and Alexei being able to read the play and also feel connected to those two. It's been a huge factor in this team being better in the attacking half, because on the opposite side, with Pedro Amador, with Luke Brennan, with Tristan Muyumba, they've had that as well. That trio is so important, and I think at times we leave the central midfielders out of the fullback winger combination. Mm-hmm. It's been very cool to see how that has built up with Tristan on one side, Alexei on the other. I thought the first half on Wednesday was great with Jamal Tiare up top, dropping in, helping the team get out of the attacking half. It's all building in the right direction. Now you've got to pay it off with wins, and hopefully all this building can kind of get you there.
Well, speaking of relationships, Ronny Deila is going to be coming face-to-face with someone that he knows very well, especially in his coaching journey. I'll let you expand a little bit more on that as well.
Yeah, Efrain Juarez, the Mexican legend, played for Ronny in Norway and then joined his coaching staff New York City and followed him to Belgium before getting the job at Atlético Nacional in Colombia, where he won the double. Was only there for a short period of time, but won the league, won the cup, moved when it was kind of obvious Nacional wasn't going to be able to invest the way that Efrain wanted. So he took the opportunity at Pumas, a club that he knows so well. He's won a league title there as a player. So these are two guys who know one another very well. These are two guys who have very similar principles of play and philosophies on the way the game should be played. As Ronny said, it's a little bit different because Efrain, his wingers are tucked in a little bit more as opposed to Atlanta's wingers who like to start wider. So that changes the way that the shaping looks a little bit. But these are two guys who know one another like the back of their hands. So they're going to be anticipating what the other one is going to do. There might be some barking back and forth in a good-natured way during the game, and then a huge hug afterwards. I mean, these are two guys who are incredible competitors and very intense, but they also, I think, do it in the right way, in the right spirit for the game.
It'll be an interesting chess match, especially heading into tomorrow's match, where it's Atlanta United on the road to Orlando facing Pumas in their second match in Leagues Cup Phase 1. Pregame is going to start at 8 p.m. with myself and Abe Gordon, and you might have us for a little bit longer. We'll see kind of how everything goes, especially with the first match beforehand. But we'll get things started for you at 8 p.m. Then we'll toss it over to the voices of Atlanta United in Mike Conti and Jason Longshore a little bit after 9 p.m. to get things rolling over there in Orlando.